Hey guys, today I'm going to be starting a new reading vlog. I am going to be doing a paranormal romance reading vlog. So I am very excited. I've already started one of the books, so let's get right into it. I'm going to be reading at least 3 books, maybe a novella, so I'll go through each book. So the first book is Slave to Sensation by Nalini Singh. This is like a paranormal fantasy esque world. I don't know a lot about it. I think one of them might be a shapeshifter. I don't know a lot about this book, but I have read another book by Nalini Singh and I really liked that one. And then the other book I'm really excited to read is Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward. This is the 5th book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series. And I love this series so much. It's amazing and I'm very excited to read this book. This is Vicious's story, and the book before it was Butch's story, and so this kind of series is like 18 books long. It's humongous, but it's like an urban fantasy vampire series, and the first book, it's called Dark Lover. I'll put it up here, and that is about, I think it's Wrath, and I cannot remember the heroine's name, but that one's pretty good. And then the series, I think for me, just gets better and better. So far my favorite is Butch, and I really love this series. And you do need to read it in order because things kind of happen, but it's amazing. So definitely read Dark Lover. It's awesome. But I'm very excited to read this book. Butch's story was before me, like I said earlier, but I loved Butch. He was amazing. He's a human, so he was a human with a vampire. And I really love that one, so I'm very excited to read this one. And then the last book that I'm going to be reading, I already started this book a couple days ago, and it's A Court of Wings and Ruin. This is the 3rd book in the ACOTAR series, and I read the 2nd book in earlier in March, and then I read the 1st book in February, and I really love this series. I am really loving this so far, and we're just getting back into the world, and I really love Farah and Reese. I think they're just the ultimate power couple, and it's amazing. I'll try to not do any spoilers for this series. If you haven't read it already, I feel like everybody's read it in BookTube and just in the book community, but I definitely won't spoil anything, or I'll leave spoilers to sound off for you if you haven't read this yet. But I will see you guys soon, and today is Monday, and I think I'm getting the Monday blues, but it's okay, and I'll see you guys soon. Hey guys, I'm about to make breakfast. I just got home, and I usually in the mornings eat a protein shake because I have to wake up really early, and I can never really eat something so early in the morning. I wake up at like 6:45 every morning during the week, and so I usually make a protein shake. But for breakfast, I'm going to be making a avocado toast with like egg on top, and then Nutella. It's what I have every morning, and I love it. It's on Ezekiel bread, and Ezekiel bread is my favorite. It's like flourless bread, but anyways, I'll show you the finished product, and I will see you soon. Finished product. I like to have egg on my avocado toast, and then a piece of Nutella. Bread with Nutella on it. It's really, really good, and I love it. So I knew, usually when I do reading vlogs, or what I plan to do during reading vlogs, is kind of like update you guys at the beginning of the book, kind of the middle, and the end when I finished the book. But for A Court of Wings and Ruin, I ended up just flying through the last like 400 pages of the book, and I absolutely loved it. I'm gonna give it 5 stars, of course. And there's so much for me to talk about in this book. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but I'll like kind of vaguely talk about it for people who've read it. So this is the 3rd book in ACOTAR, and after the 2nd book, I was dying for this book. I just love Rhys and Faeries so much. And like the 2nd book left on a huge cliffhanger. So in the 3rd book, we kind of see Rhys and Faeries, and there's this war coming, and they know that it's coming, and they're trying to stop it from happening. So there's this like magical cauldron that something happened in the book before with Faeries' 2 sisters, and both of the sisters are really scarred from what happened, and so Faeries kind of is trying to figure out what the cauldron does and kind of how it affects the whole world, and like how this villain is going to use it to destroy Prythian. And so I really liked that. And then throughout the whole book, we're going through like the different courts, and I loved seeing all of the different courts. I thought that was really cool because in the past 2 books we saw them briefly, but I really liked seeing all the courts and kind of just who people are, because I don't really remember from the first 2 books, and I thought that was really fun. And then hi Luna. Hi. And then I really loved Amren. I thought she was amazing. I always, from the 2nd book, I love Amren so much, and I just love seeing all of the characters again. And in this book, it was very like war focused and more action packed, which I really enjoyed. And that ending was insane to me. I feel like Sarah J. Maas does like fantasy endings so freaking well. Like the last like 200 pages of the book, I was like, my jaw was open the whole time, and there were just so many twists and turns that I didn't expect, and it was so freaking cool. And I loved just seeing Faeries and Rhys together, because there was so much built-up tension in A Court of Mist and Fury between them, and then they kind of were together, but then this other thing happened, and we didn't really get to see a lot of them together, and I loved seeing that. And we really got more on just Rhys and how he is as a character, and I really loved that. And we kind of went with Faeries and how she is still struggling from things that happened under the mountain, and she feels guilt for that, but she's kind of overcame that in this book, and I really loved that. And I'm so freaking ready for what's his name, oh my gosh, Cassian and Nesta's story. I love Nesta, and I really understand her character, especially in this book. I feel like we get so much more of Nesta and why she is the way she is, but I feel like we'll get even more of her in Court of Silver Flames, and I'm so excited. I want to pick that up right now. But the next book I'm going to be reading is Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward, and I'm very excited for this. This is Vicious's story. I think it's the 5th book in the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, but I'm very excited for this book. I love this series so much. It's just amazing. And Butch's story was before this book, and I loved Butch so much. That's like my favorite of the series so far. And then after I read Butch's story, I gotta buy the rest of the books in the series, so I did. I binge bought all the rest of the books, and then I bought a couple of the spin-off books and spin-off series. But yeah, that's what I've been up to, and I will update you guys soon. So, sorry, I'm fixing the Zoom thing, and I went to Half Price Books yesterday, and I found some goodies, and I'm very excited. I got these for like $20, or $25, and I just want to quickly show you a little haul in this reading vlog. So I first grabbed, they had, oh wait, I want to show you guys this one first. So they had like 8 or 10 copies of this, and I was like so surprised because I can never find this book anywhere like online. And this is A Night to Surrender by Tessa Dare. They had like 10 copies of this book, and I was amazed. I was like, what? Because I can never find that on thrift books. And here's a step back. It's really pretty, and it's like brand new. There's no creases. Here's a step back. It's really pretty. But I'm very excited to have this now. And then I got a Stephanie Lawrence book. It's On a Wild Night. This is what it looks like. I just got it because the step back is beautiful, like one of my favorites of all time. And then I found this book, and it's like a Native American historical romance, and the cover was just absolutely gorgeous. They had another one that I really wanted, but it was $4, and I was like, this is 2, so let's get this one. And then the next book, because I'm trying to collect Julie Garwood because I love her so much, and this was literally $3, so I got it, and it's Prince Charming by Julie Garwood. I don't really even know what this is about. I don't think I have this one. I'm just looking. No, I don't. But anyways, I don't really know what this one's about, but I just know I love Julie Garwood, so I had to get it. And then I got The Devil's Bride by Stephanie Lawrence because Peace Love Books, Jessica, she really loved this one. She gave it 4 stars, and I need to read some Stephanie Lawrence books, so look at that pretty back cover. It's gorgeous. And then I'm super excited about the last 2. So I was able to find this copy of Whitney, My Love that I've been wanting for so long. I have like the copy with just like the flower on it, but I really wanted this one, and it's gorgeous. And y'all, look at this price, $198. I was like, what? So just, I want everybody to look at how pretty it is. And the last book, which I think I'm the most excited about because I think I already have this book. I'll have to look. But I wanted this specific edition because I'm just that way. And that's Where Dreams Begin. And I wanted the step back, and I cannot believe I found this. Oh, it's so pretty. And I am trying to collect all of Lisa Kleypas's books, and I think I've collected most of them except for the older ones, like Love Only ones. No, I have that one. It's like only something. I'll put up a random one, but that I want, and it was like when she wrote them in the 80s. But I am super excited that I found all of these, and I want to go more. I want to go to more half-price books in my area because I love going to half-price books and just searching for books. It's so much fun for me. But there was this like one lady, she kept following me when I was like going places, and I was like, girl, do you not see the sign over there that says 1 person per aisle? And then she like dropped a book on the ground, and my hands were super full of books, and I was like, oh, sorry. But anyways, I will update you guys soon on more like reading stuff. I'm still reading. Oh, I started the Black Tiger Brotherhood book. It's Fish's story. I'm really liking it so far. And yes, I will update you soon. So we're here at Half Price Books, and I'm very excited. So hold on, I'll show you guys the store really. So I wanted to quickly show you a little haul from Half Price Books, so let's get into it. I first got 10 Things I Hate About the Duke by Loretta Chase. I'm so happy I found this book. I know a lot of people have loved this book, and this is also, this was released in 2020, and I want to read more Loretta Chase. And I'm actually going to read one of her books this month, hopefully, so very excited to read this one. I have no idea what it's about, but it's been circulating around the book community, so I definitely want to read this one. The next book I got was a Virginia Henley book, and it just looked really spicy and fun and colorful, and so I got the Falcon and the Flower. I have no idea what this one is about, but the cover is gorgeous, and I just knew I wanted it. And it was like $2. So, okay, and then the next book I got is The Duke Effect by Sophie Jordan. This one's also gorgeous. This was a recent release in 2020, so I'm very excited about this one. I have no idea what it's about, but I think it has something to do with the Duke. And then, oh, so I'm very excited about these next ones. So hold on, let me get them situated. But anyways, so I love the Outlander show. It's amazing, and I want to read the books, and I found some of the books in the series in perfect condition. I'm gonna show you guys. So I found Voyager, and it's in like perfection. It's like, I was shook, honestly, shook. And it's gorgeous, and I'm so excited. And then I found, I can't remember, it's Drums of Autumn. No, it's this one's next. This one is so pretty, and this one's in perfect condition. And then Drums of Autumn, it's right here, and this is in perfect condition. I was like, oh my gosh, I got a steal. And then the next book that I found was Jacob by Jacqueline Frank, and I've been wanting to find this for so long because Bree from 11 Words, she loves this book so much. I think this was like her first romance that she ever read, or maybe first paranormal. And it's, I think, about like vampires maybe. And I'm very excited for this one. I've been trying to find it for a really long time, so I'm very excited I found it. And then I got a couple more Sophie Jordan books. I got While the Duke Was Sleeping. I've heard really great things about this one. And then here's the step back. It's really pretty. And then I got The Virgin and the Rogue by Sophie Jordan. This one's really pretty. But I wanted to film a little bit in Half Price Books, but I didn't feel comfortable, and there were just a lot of people there. So, and then so when I go into Half Price Books, I'm like one of those people who will look at every single book and like every single shelf, like in that specific section. And this freaking dude, he went right on the aisle I was in, and he was like looking at the fantasy, and he was like getting up in my space. I'm like, boy, please, let me search for my historical romances in peace. And I was just like, ooh. And then I went into Barnes & Noble too, just to see, you know, new books, and I didn't really find anything, but there was this like woman who came up like behind me, and she like coughed on me. I was like, oh, thank you. But I will update you guys soon on my reading, and I have such like exciting things to share about the books that I have been reading in this vlog, so I'll see you soon. So I'm here to close out this vlog. I read 3 books, all paranormal romances, and I wanted to share with you my thoughts. So I first read A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas. I'm going to give that 5 stars. It was amazing. I just love seeing Farah and Reese again, and just there was so much more action in this book, and I really loved it. So Court of Mist and Fury was amazing. 5 stars. So let's move on to the next book, and that is like Dissensation. That'll be like over here or right there. And this book is kind of different than I thought it was going to be. I think I discussed this earlier in the vlog. I thought it was going to be way more, I thought it was going to be more high fantasy, but it's way more like urban fantasy. And so basically our main character, her name is Sasha, and she's kind of this like creature, it's called a Psy, and they don't like feel anything, and they have like, they're all connected to each other through like the mind. It's kind of confusing how to describe it, but the hero, he's a shapeshifter, and he's like a panther thing, and so he kind of is first trying to like get with her because he thinks that she's trying to cover up a death that happened of one of his people, and so he's trying to figure out if it was one of the side that did it, and so now he's kind of like talking to her about it, but then they're falling in love, and they are having like sex dreams, and it's amazing. It's so steamy, and we really kind of our main character Sasha, she has to struggle with this because she's kind of different from the other side. She can actually feel emotion, and so that's kind of put a target on her back, and so now she's kind of being integrated into like the changeling family or whatever, and so she's getting to know his people, and she's falling in love with him and his people, and there's like action of what's gonna happen and who's like killing these women, and it's amazing. I really liked it. I did think that the whole world building was very confusing to me, so that's why I'm gonna give it 4 stars, but otherwise I really love the romance. Romance was amazing, and I cannot wait to get back into the story. I don't even know what the next book is about, but I'm very excited to read it. And then the last book I read was Lover Unbound by J.R. Ward, and this book, I love the Black Tiger Brotherhood series. It's just one of my favorite paranormal series of all time. In this book, we follow Vicious, and he kind of has feelings for his best friend Butch, and he doesn't really know what to do with them, and then things happen and he kind of gets injured, and so he has to go to the hospital, and he meets the heroine Jane, and so then they kind of she like saves him, and then he's like, oh, I think you might be my mate, and so he like takes her with him back to the compound, and it's amazing. Their chemistry is so good. The beginning was kind of boring for me. Like it took me a really long time to get into this story. I felt like this book was way more character focused than like action and romance. Like in Butch's story, that's like one of my favorite books in the whole series. In Butch's story, it was like romance and action, and we saw a lot more of like the lessers. And in this book, it was very character driven. We got a lot of Vicious's past, and I really like to see that, and like how he became the way he is and why he does certain things. And I felt like we could have gotten a little bit more of Jane as a person. Well, actually, no. No, that's a lie. I think that what J.R. Ward gave us was really crucial to the story, and I don't think she should have like added more to Jane or whatever. But I really love the story. We had a lot more of certain characters, and I'm very excited to continue on with this series. I love this series, and hopefully next book we can get more of like action, I think. And we got so much of John Matthew, and I loved it so much. He's one of my favorite characters. I cannot wait for his story, and I feel so bad. I think his name is Rage. I think that's his name. Rage. I think, or that might not be it, but I can't remember his name because they all sound very similar. But the next book is like Zadis's twin, and I'm excited to read that book. And so that's the end of this vlog. I hope you had as much fun as I did at this vlog. Next vlog I'm going to try to put more of like my life into it. I felt like this one was very bookish, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye.